let's talk about jobs. I want to hear from you on this topic, and then we'll come up with try with the group answer. Yes.
My pay was cut by 50%,
Okay.
down to minimum wage.
Okay.
So do I have to work the same hours to get it?
And then can I ask you what you do?
Accounting.
Okay.
Bookkeeping.
For
So I'm in an office, I'm paid hourly, and it just starting Monday, 50%.
all the way you lose your job.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out if it's better to do that or
Yes, sir.
unemployment.
I've been unemployed since February of '09. Human resources. Most of the things that I hear today are you're overqualified. You know, it doesn't matter what I apply for, but you're overqualified. But I know I've even had some say that they aren't going to employ me because I'm out of work.
Why would you apply for a job if you're not out of work? That's
Well,
what
there's
you
some,
ask.
that's some of the recruiters are saying that employers are discriminating against people that are out of work.
They're actually putting that online, that
Right.
unemployed need not apply.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that.
I've been unemployed for March '09, and it's just, I'm seeing the same thing that he's seeing. I'm an older guy, I'm applying to these jobs.
What is your background?
I am a consumer goods buyer, a retail buyer, for about 12 years.
Okay, and you're in human resources. Okay, somebody else, let's talk
And
about.
if you're unemployed, you can't apply.
That's what you said.
Yeah, they put it, when you go online, like a career builder, they'll say, there'll be all this information about either the job, and they'll say, unemployed need not apply.
Well, there's an oxymoron.
That's a big
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
now.
yeah.
That's-
They don't want to hire somebody who's unemployed. Now,
That's a
are they thinking that they're unemployable, that's why they get fired? No.
Could you do me a favor?
Sure.
Could you talk to Brian afterwards and either email him that application?
I'll grab him
or
offline.
find something so he could find out, and then we'll ask the company,
Absolutely.
why are you doing this?
Yeah, there was an article on that, I think in one of the national papers, that a lot of firms are saying they're not going to hire the unemployed.
Clark's named one.
Yeah.
Rockford Bates.
It's unbelievable.
Actually, they moved to Nashville.
Well, we know the people in Concord. So you applied there and that was on the application?
No, I came to the recruiter. I came to the executive recruiter.
Wasn't there something in front of,
No, you go ahead.
in front of, that to be passed, that if you hire an unemployed person, that company would get a tax credit?
That's,
That's,
there's always been a new employee tax credit.
does never go through?
But the administration wanted to have a brand new plan that said that people will hire, employers will hire to get a tax credit. You know, employers hire when their orders coming in.
Yeah.
And then they need people to fulfill it. Yes.
My main problem is I actually received my master's degree in April of '08, and I have since been working at Jewel because nobody's hiring, and my degree is very similar to HR, and there's nothing out there whatsoever. And my main problem is because I just graduated, everyone wants at least 10 years of experience, and how am I supposed to get that experience if there are no jobs available
Okay.
to start out?
I represent a middle-class neighborhood. Both my husband and wife's worked, a lot of us. Most of the guys are in the trades. Out of the 10 houses, 5 of the men have been sitting for 2 years, scratching by with the wife's income, which of course now is being cut and they're being laid off, and there is nothing. Home improvements, very little. You grab whatever job you can. If any of the stimulus money came for the roads, it went to contractors that were special head-ins, and I don't see any of that being down, funneled down to the smaller guys.
Yeah, lime green. Only 6% of the stimulus money went for infrastructure.
Which is,
Which is nothing, yes.
What I've noticed, I've had no raises for the past year and a half.
You've had no raises?
No raises.
Okay.
At least I have a job. What I've noticed, I'm in an engineering, art, research and development company.
Okay.
Multinational. I'm seeing all our engineering and research going overseas. Not just manufacturing, but all the white-collar jobs are going overseas.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes, sir. On this topic.
Since July of '09, now commercial banker and working, and twofold
Thank you.
have so restricted the banks from making loans. And now they have a deliberate policy to winnow down the number of banks, and that's just gonna hurt small and medium-sized businesses and individuals.
So, we see lack of credit. With no credit, there's no expansion, right?
And nothing has been
What
done yet about Fannie and Freddie.
Right.
Which we're
Including that bill. Now, what else causes, people to lose their jobs and not get their job? What else is stymieing the recovery?
All our jobs going overseas.
Okay, that's a good part of it, but your job, I know that from
Maybe
myself,
not a
Canada.
portion of my job will
Right.
go overseas, but I see it within my wife's company. They've laid off a ton and all that's going overseas.
What,
She works for Allstate Insurance
Uh-huh.
and they're cutting back as far as they can and all of it's going overseas.
yes.
Ours is the cost of healthcare. We just got our new Humana renewal on July 1st,
Yeah.
it's up 24%.
Yep, see, they're building in the increases that are coming with healthcare.
24%, so I have to pay that with 50%.
Let me ask you a question. How many here believe that the excessive spending by the US government is stymieing the recovery? Okay, so you understand